It's card making day. I have to make cards and I have to mail a card out. So I already made 2 cards and I can't share that with you because I'm going to mail it to some friends. So yeah, so I figured instead of that, I will do some how I store my cards. I've been making cards for a very, very long time. And I have like 2 methods that how I store them for right now. And I also will share some rubber stamping because I did pull out my old rubber stamps that are wood mounted. So I will share that as well. So stay tuned. Okay, in my kitchen, above my desk, I have this cabinet and I have very high cabinets. And when I open it up, I have 2 baskets in there that are sorted for cards that I made in the past that I need to send out. So yeah, my cabinet's a mess, but I will show you here. Right up here it says birthday hello, and over here it says thank you, love, baby, holidays and seasons. That's where I store my cards. Yes, they are very high. I have to stand on a chair to actually reach those 2 baskets. I will bring them down and share a little bit that's in there. So I brought the baskets down so we could see what's inside them. I've been a Stampin' Up member. I was a consultant for a very long time, and I also attended card making once a month with them. So I have many cards that I haven't used yet. So they're in here sorted by category, and I'm going to share a few of those cards. So I have birthday. First of all, in the front, I have some pockets. Plastic pockets to put on my cards if I wanted to. Then I have a birthday female, and I have birthday adult, and here I have here's a birthday card that I made. Buy your own present. And I put them in these plastics to keep them, because at one point I was selling them. But I stopped doing that. So happy birthday. And then I have birthday mail. There's only one card in here. 2 cards, here you go. Roller coaster ones. And here is It's Your Birthday. Spectacular celebration. So birthday wishes. I used to make a lot of birthday, because that's mainly what I send out as birthday cards. The best things in life aren't things. And then after that I have family, and I have hello there cards. And these are great. Embrace life. Just if you want to write a note card to someone, true friend. So tons of cards in here. Then the next category I have is thinking of you. Enjoy life. This one's cute. Sigh. Mila wants to come in. She's at the door there, so I'm going to open the door for her. Hello, sweetheart. Can you come in? Are you going to sit on the porch, or are you going to come in? She's a husky, and she likes the cold air, but she's going to come in now. Hi! To my bin. I have some miscellaneous ones here. It says miscellaneous. How are you? Cows. And just some pockets. I think I might send all these out in April. So you might see some of these coming to you. If you are doing the National Writing Day, which is in April, I am part of it, and I did the madness, so I will be sending out tons of cards, hopefully, and yeah, so these are all friendship ones. Okay, so, and then I have congratulations. These are some cards. This I bought at the Dollar Tree. It's a graduation card that I never used, so I just stuck it in here. Yeah, sympathy cards. And so that's the first box. I don't know what's here. I think these are envelopes. On the right hand side is envelopes. And then let's go to thank you, love, baby, holidays and seasons. So I have thank you cards in here. I have envelopes that I made. Thanks. Some of them are falling apart. I might have to go and look through it. I appreciate you. Thanks. Then I have baby. Oh, this one I use as a template. I love this one. It's like a diaper. I actually bought this card and I stuck it in here to repurpose and use when I have baby showers and stuff to do. I really like that card. Baby. Then I have monthly. Then I have January, February, March, April tabs in here. This is February. I made some heart cards one day. Sat there. Love. March cards. Ooh, Easter bunnies. That's going to be fun to send to somebody. I don't have anything else in here. I have months. Then it goes to fall. I have some turkey ones that I made. Some Halloween ones I made. Oh yeah, this should be in March, but it says autumn. Guess I made that. Halloween. Yeah, I have tons of cards in here. My dishwasher's ready. I was like, what's that noise? Yeah, so this also I was going to use as a template. I made this one as a stocking, but I don't want to send it out because I want to use it as a template. So that's in here. And then on the side, I have some postcards from New York. Yes, I am originally from New York. I don't have any New Jersey postcards, which is weird, but I have New York ones sitting here. So that's my storage for my old cards. Okay guys, my second storage for cards is all the way up there. It's close to the ceiling. There's my light. I have it in that box there. I'm gonna use a step stool to get to it. It says cards up there, so I'm gonna bring it down and show you what's in it. I brought the box down and I'm in the kitchen filming. This is a holder that has boxes in there. This is the 5x7 one. It's bigger than the one they sell at Michael's. I got it on Amazon, and I'm going to share how I'm storing new stuff in here. This is recently I've been doing this. So if you open it up, it has little boxes, and I labeled them January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then I have thank you, birthday, get well, thinking of you, and sympathy. All right, so in the very front, so in here I have this notebook, and in this notebook I have addresses and I have birthdays. There's little notebooks in here. I don't want to share anybody's address in here, but if I send a card to someone, the address is going in here now. It helps me keep track because I've been misplacing stuff. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing in there. So let's put that back because I don't want to share that. Anyway, so each month, if I buy a card and I know it's coming up, I will put it into the category. So we're in April. So if I was making Easter cards, if I was making Easter cards, I would put Easter cards in here. Okay, what do I have in each box? I have these, I have a index card in each box, and on the index card, it says whose birthday is for that month. So if I go to, I'm trying to think of who has a birthday. I think March would be my husband. So March, hoping. So in March, On March 6th is my husband's birthday. On March 31st is my brother-in-law's birthday. So, yeah, so if I grab the card, I know whose birthday it is. And I thought that was really cool. So if I'm out and about and I want to buy, if I make cards, or if I buy cards at Dollar Tree, I don't buy Hallmark cards because they're too expensive. But if I'm at the Dollar Tree and I get them 2 for $5, 2 for $1, I'm going to buy them. So like this, I will put it in here. I don't think I have any in here at all. These are all future. But if I go to my thank you, I see cards in there. So if I go to thank you, I have some thank you cards in here that I can pull from. These are not ones I made. These are ones that I've collected, probably from the Dollar Tree, or I got them somehow. Thank you. And I just stuck them in here with the envelope. So this is the envelope. So yeah. So if I had cards, not pre-made, but cards that I got from the store or from the Dollar Tree, I stuck them in these bins. So it looks like I have a lot of birthday ones in here. There are some that I made. Let's see, birthday witches, that's something I made. And then I have Get Well. That's one that I purchased. Yeah, Thinking of You has nothing in it. Sympathy has nothing in it. So as I make them, I will put them in here to put out. So that's how I store my current system. But I have it up so high that I have to use a step stool to get to it. Okay, let's get to my rubber stamps. These are my wood mount rubber stamps. I have them in these containers. I bought this box that actually fits the boxes, and they fit nicely in there. And I have them sorted by category, so if I wanted to get something, I just pull the box out and bring it to my desk. Actually, one is off the track, but yeah. So they are in these art bin things, and I have stamps in there. These are the wood mount ones. As I said, I've been collecting for years. It was one of my original hobbies. So I've collected many things. So my goal is to go through these and start using them. I actually made 2 cards, and I pulled out one box. I pulled out my sentiment box. It's on the floor. My room's a mess, so I'm not cleaning it up. I go around, my room's a mess, as I told you. This is the stamp box that I pulled out to use for today. Yeah, I found some nice, cool stuff that I haven't used in years. Okay, so I pulled out this box, which is called Thank You Friend Words, and I made 2 cards, and I already put them in the mailbox. So yeah, so these are really old stamps that I've collected, and yeah, look, so they're all wood mounted, and I have them stacked by 2 stacks. So these are all my thank you ones, and these are my word ones. Celebrate. I have this thankful one. I have You Are Awesome. I have So Thank You. So I have word stamps. Underneath I have More Thank You. I took all my stamp sets, my wood ones, and I sorted them by category. I pulled them out from, yes, there are different sets, all different ones. This is my friend one. Yeah, thank you one underneath. And that's how I have it stored in this box. Okay, while I was cleaning up my desk, I found a whole bunch of Cocoa Daisy strips. And yes, I like to use them. I don't like to throw them away. I know a lot of people throw them away, but there's images on both sides. So I'm going to make something using these things. So I need to put something under my paper. So I'm just going to use wax paper underneath. This is a leftover scrap from a folder that I made. And I am going to grab my glue. And if I can find my glue stick. This is my problem. I can't find stuff. Okay, I'm going to use Elmer's washable school glue stick. And I'm just going to glue this paper. And of course, I'm at the end of one. That's not good. I finally finished up one whole glue stick. It's been years, but so what you do is you just take it and you glue the pieces on. I'm gonna go that way. And then you take this and glue that on. And I'm gonna need more glue. And you just put bits and pieces like that. That's a blue piece. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just grabbing and gluing it on. Try not to think. Here. Try not to think. Okay, so that's done. I just want to alternate the pictures, though. I'm alternating. Oh, that's book one. I like the book stuff. Okay, more glue. And then I'm just going to do a whole strip of this. And some of that again. And let's put the blue. And then let's do some yellow orange. And now I ran out of paper. I have one little piece left. This is really thin. Just gonna stick that on there. And I ran out of stuff, so I'm just gonna take my scissor and cut this off. So I would have more. So you just turn it over. You take your scissor and just cut this, and I have more to use. All right, so now I have more strips. I need more glue. Okay, let's do this book paper here. Oh, did I forget to mention that this is Cocoa Daisy paper? Probably forgot. But this is Cocoa Daisy paper. What kit is this? I think this is March. This is March. This is the book kit, Bookish. All right, so again, that's the last piece. And I'm going to take it, flip it over, and then cut off the excess. So I have this cool thing that I could use. I could use it as a background. I could use it for anything. So I could cut it in strips and have another strip. So let's see what I make out of this. Okay, I started another one because I had more strips. Now I have these little bitty pieces. I could also use those like this. Go this way instead. Just butt it up. And do the orange. I have another piece of this. Let's go that way. Alright, I have to cut this off to make more. So I'm getting all this off my desk. And I'm still using it. I ran out of glue, so I'm going to grab more glue. My glue stick is like empty. Let's do the pink that way. I gotta go get more glue. So I thought about taking a punch, which I have a 2-inch punch, or I have a 1 1/4 inch. Let me see, what do I have? 1 1/2. Let's do 1 1/2. Make 1 1/2 things. No, I think I want it bigger. 1 1/2 will be like this. No, let's do the bigger one. All right, so 2-inch punch. I'm going to use a 2-inch punch to punch out circles. So, got it. So then I got a 2-inch punch. So I'm going to punch out circles. And then you can embellish it any way you want. And this is a great way to use up your scraps. My punch is hard to punch, my hands. So yeah, so there you go. I punched out 3. Let's see how many I get from this one. Probably get 3 as well. Ow, I gotta watch my hands, man. All right, so one more. And look, I have like spots in that one. See how there's like, you could see the thing? I could like cover up with something, but I'm gonna punch it. Okay, so that's what I have left over. I don't know if I'm gonna use this again, but yeah, I could actually put this on a page and put something in between in my scrapbook. Maybe I'm gonna do that on my Fobonichi. And I could journal in the middle here, and that would be a great border. So I'll keep that for later. Now I have all these little circles now. Let's use them on a card. So I made this card. I used a Stampin' Up! 1992 stamp. Yeah, that's how long I've been collecting stamps. More than 92 is probably before that, but I found this high stamp from, I don't know what I don't know what kit it came from. They Stampin' Up! Sells them in kits. I took all my kits and took my kits apart, and I put them as I use them. So I really like this high stamp. So I tried stamping on here, but I didn't like how it looked. See how you can't really see it? You could see it, but it's not really noticeable. So I stamped it on the folder paper, and I punched it out with the punch. And I'm just going to adhere this to here. I also dotted around with a marker. I used the Identi pen. Yeah, so I'm going to glue this on here. I also used washi tape. This is washi tape here. I washi taped this underneath the punch. I already glued this down, but I'm going to glue this down. And I also stamped high along the bottom. And I have pink hands because I made a card for Elizabeth. It's pink. I already mailed it. So, Elizabeth, your card is in the mail. I also made a card for Lindsay, and her card is green, and that's in the mail as well. I took a picture before I mailed it. So 6 cards, and each one is like totally different each time I did it. It has the same concept, but each time I did it, I didn't like how I did it, so I changed it a little bit. So this one is the first one I showed you, where it has the high across the bottom. I used the washi tape in the middle, and then I dotted the thing. So that's card 1. Card 2 is this one. I wanted to try to do this where it opens this way, up and down, which I've never done before. Usually I make the cards this way. So I made it that, and I dotted the side and used the washi tape the same, and put the thing in the middle. The next one I did was, I liked the dots. I put the dots on the outside, and I just used a marker to go around the center. Same thing, it it opens this way. The next one I did, I put the dots on the outside. And then I did this one where I did stitching and then dots around the outside. And the last one is going to open this way. It says hi, and I used black to go around the outside. I dated all of them with the date that I made them. So yeah, 6 cards I completed. So plus I made 2 earlier this morning to send to Lindsay and Elizabeth. So I am left with these. I'm going to use them in my day 2 book. Okay, here's my page for day 2. I put number 2 here, and I put cards. And then I had this extra thing that I made. I'm going to glue it onto here. Then I took a file folder that I had extra scraps sitting around. It was folded already. I made a pocket. So I went to my sewing machine. I sewed up the side. Used the trim. Yes, you didn't see that trim. Yes, that's a sneak peek to Lindsay's card. Yeah, so I used the trim that I had sitting on my desk. Made that for a pocket. I'm going to glue this onto here. And what I'm going to do is take one of the cards that I just made. And I'm going to write on the inside Lindsay and Elizabeth's address. So I have it for the future. I'm also going to print up a picture of the cards that I made for them and stick it in the inside of this so it's hidden journaling. And I'm going to stick this in here. And yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do so far. And let me glue this on and I'll be back. So as I'm sitting here, I have all these scraps on my desk and I'm making these little booklet things. I figured I might as well tape it. So I have this file folder thing, leftovers from yesterday when I was making something. So I cut it out into the same size as my photograph of the cards that I completed. So these are the cards I completed. And I scored, so it's the same size about, and then I scored a 1/2 inch. And I have a whole bunch of leftover paper left over from when I made my composition notebook. So I was cutting it up to use papers. So what I'm doing is I'm going to staple this into here like that. Just a few pieces of paper so I could journal on it. I'm going to use the tiny attacher. I'm going to staple it in here. Alright, so now I have a little notebook. It's too long, but I'm going to cut that off. Right? So I'm going to cut this out so I could use it for something else. Alright. And I have my photograph of the cards that I completed that I'm going to stick inside the pocket. I'm going to glue this to here. And then it opens up. It flips up. And then I could write journal about the cards. Of what I used and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do on there. That's all glued together. I glued it to the top. This flips up, right? And I have room to write and journal about the cards that I made, what kits I used, what papers I used. I could journal that in there. I'm going to stick this inside the envelope. Actually, I'm going to stick it inside the card. This is the card. I have hidden journaling inside it, but I'm going to stick this inside here. I also made 2 other ones. I can't share it right now because I want it to be a surprise for Elizabeth and Lindsay. So, yeah, so I made 2 more little booklets to stick inside this, along with their addresses. And then I did my page. I journaled in here, completed a card for Lindsay. I made it green. So that's green there. I completed a card for Elizabeth. I learned new things from Elizabeth. I made the card pink. Her favorite flower is this. And I don't know how to say that. Alstroemeria. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But the flower looks like this. I had to look it up. I was like, I never heard of that before. So I looked it up. She also gave me an animal that I had no idea what the animal was. So I had to look it up. So on the back of the card here that I'm going to stick in the pocket is the animal, is her favorite animal. So you want to know what it was? It's this little critter. It's called a capybara? Capybara? I don't know. But it looks like that. I had to look it up. I had no idea what that word was. Anyway, so I learned something new. It's a giant cavy rodent native to South America, the biggest rodent. They are closely related to cavies and guinea pigs. So that's what the little guy looks like. I just printed it up from the internet because I looked it up. So I dated the card. And again, I'm going to stick this in here. And I also made, plus I made 6 high cards, which are these. 6 high cards. So anyway, this will go in here and it captures my cards. So yeah, did I not make it hard? Yeah, it's gonna go in here. There you go. There's my high card. I kept one for myself, and I'm gonna use the 6 that I made probably in April. And I mailed 2. So thank you for watching. Oh, I have to pick the wheel for next year, for tomorrow. Next year. For tomorrow. Let's spin the wheel for tomorrow. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Tomorrow we are using magazines. Oh, I have tons of videos to do for that. Okay, magazines tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.